is Dr. Pasha Agos, and this is my second YouTube channel, which will focus on communication skills, and things that you can learn to communicate more impactfully, more effectively, more efficiently. Okay, and just to explain a little bit about my background, I have a doctorate in transnational studies, and my BA and MAs in communications, and I've been a corporate communications consultant for the past 17 years, really. So that's just to let you know about my background on why you should listen to me in terms of things like this, because I am the expert for this. And I've catered to numerous multinational companies, corporations, and currently I'm pursuing my passion as a professor in the US. So Happy New Year 2023. This is my first video of 2023, and in my first video, in my first channel, I talk more about spiritual matters. Okay, but I decided to make a second channel, and this is more for, worldly matters, for career, work success, and centering on communications. Okay, so look, let's get straight to it. Okay, I want to talk about three things that you need to know to be an impactful communicator in your life, professionally, personally, in a classroom setting, or in a corporate session, in a corporate setting, whatever it is. There are things that I have found it will work over and over and over again. All right? Okay. So, number one, and I learned this just to give credit where credit is due, from the straight line persuasion system from Jordan Belfort. Okay, and then I applied it, and then I combined it with my own experience, and it just worked beautifully. So I'm sharing this knowledge with you so that you can benefit, to keep your job, to up your career, to get a job, right? And this is how I got a job in a tremendously horrendous market, by applying these three things. Okay, so number one, first of all, you need to be sharp as a tack. A tack is, let's say, little things, colorful, yellow, red, blue, that you tack on the softboard, right? So be sharp as that. Be sharp, okay? Do you have to be like that every second of the day? Of course, you'll get an aneurysm, right? It gets very tiring. But where moments are relevant, you need to be like that. When you talk to a client, a potential client, or when you're in a classroom, when I'm with students, when I'm with my potential client, when I'm with customers, right? When I'm talking about a certain issue in a meeting, right? So be sharp. Be sharp. Okay. Number two, be enthusiastic as hell. So you need to be enthusiastic. Enthusiasm in theo, right? This is a little bit academic because I'm a bit of an... In theo means in God. In theo is enthusiasm, right? So it's like you have the spirit. You're like, yeah, right? So you have enthusiasm, right? Be enthusiastic as hell. Okay. That energy, positive enthusiasm, that will get transferred. I'm transferring this energy through this camera, through this video, through YouTube, and you will sense my energy, because it's there. Because we are humans, we are energetic beings. Okay? Number three, be a figure of authority. Okay? What does it mean? Does it mean you have to know everything in the world? No. None of us are omniscient. Okay? We know certain things. Like I have a Ph.D., right? In American studies, or they call it transnational studies, right? So it's about culture, politics, and policies, global communications, and that's why that's my field, right? right? So I get to know more and more about less and less. So when I talk about communications or culture as it pertains to communications, some aspects of history as it pertains to communications, global policies, global moves, I am the expert on that. Having that allows me to communicate with authority. And now you are also an authoritative figure in your own regard. Some of you can play the piano, like I used to play the piano. I'm trying to play piano again, right? Some of you can play guitar. Some of you know more about plants. Some of you know more about cooking, about, let's say, how to dress well, how to, about cars, about guitars, about anything, right? You're an authority in that, so you need to make a list of what are the things that you are an authority in. And when you do that, you can talk with authority. Or, let's say you're about to make a speech about something, and you research that particular topic for 2 weeks. And then you are an expert in that particular topic. And you keep your arguments measured in there. So you're an authority in that particular topic you're talking about. Let's say the importance of sleep or whatever it is. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Okay, but be sharp, be enthusiastic, be a figure of authority. Be sharp, be enthusiastic, be a figure of authority. If you do that, believe you me, people will listen to what you're saying. Whatever you're saying will be much, much more impactful, and you're able to do more good in the world. Why? Because you will be heard. One of the greatest problems in the world is sometimes it's difficult to get heard. And the two most major commodities in this 21st century is, number one, information. Number two, attention. That's it. That's the two most major commodities in the 21st century. Number one, information. Number two, attention. Do I have your attention? Do I have it? And so this is key, right? When I obtained my Ph.D. a few months ago, yay, I'm awesome, right? In March 2022, I defended. And when I defended my dissertation, of course, in the 400 something pages that I wrote there, I worked on it for 2 years, I became an expert at it. But was that enough? No. When I had to defend it for 2 hours straight in front of 3 expert committee members, they were just attacking me left and right, questioning my ideas, questioning my methodology, questioning my approaches. So what do? Oh, sharp, enthusiastic, a figure of authority, and I make my arguments, right? And I'm gonna have another video talking about tonality, right? But that's a different topic, right? I don't want you to get overwhelmed, because this is really, I'm giving you from the get-go the smoking gun for success in career, in personal relationships. Because sometimes too, when we're in interpersonal relations, people are scatterbrained. They're like, but if you're sharp, enthusiastic, a figure of authority, you get the attention of your friends, your colleagues, right? We live in a distracted world, right? This thing that I'm using is my phone, right? It has all kinds of things in it, right? All the bells and whistles. It distracts everybody. So, how do we cut through like a hot knife through butter? It's by being sharp, number one, being enthusiastic as hell, and be a figure of authority. Be sharp as a tack, be enthusiastic as hell, be a figure of authority. You practice that starting today. Make this your 2023 communications strategy, and you will find success. This is how I got my job. This is how I beat my other competitors in the job. I was sharp, enthusiastic, a figure of authority. I used my body language, right? Another video on body language. So there's going to be a video on tonality, a video on body. Oh man, whew, the knowledge you'll gain from this YouTube channel is going to be amazing, right? So why I was able to beat the competitors was not necessarily I knew more than them, but I knew these particular things that will put me above the rest, because people want to believe. So you have to make them believe, and this is where you need to be sharp, enthusiastic, is a figure of authority. Do you need to know stuff? Of course you need to know stuff, but that's not enough in today's world, right? If you start talking like, well, I think if I'm not mistaken, could it be perhaps that maybe, come on man, no one's gonna listen to you when you talk like that. No one cares if you have 3 Ph.D.s if you talk like that. So what are you gonna do? Well, you're gonna be sharp, you're gonna be enthusiastic, you're gonna be a figure of authority, right? Look at my hands now. Pushing forward, 2023. Okay? So this is what I want. I want anyone who listens and watches this to put this when you defend your case in court, right? Well, lawyers would know this, right? If you defend your dissertation, this is for academics, right? When you defend your thesis, you got to be this. You cannot just be like, well, I know that it's that way they will listen to me. No, you got to deliver. You got to deliver it. And then, if you're a salesman or if you're a corporate communications professional, all we do is sell. The greatest profession in the world is the profession of selling. I sell all the time. People like to hit it. Oh, I'm not a salesman. Everybody's a salesman. I gotta sell the idea of cleanliness to guess who? My child. So she would clean up her room, right? So you gotta sell the idea. Oh, it's good to have a clean room because you'll feel better. Right? So you need to do this. You need to sell the idea of anything, right? Sometimes I sell ideas to myself about the importance of fitness and exercise, right? I go to the gym every day, 7 days a week. Why? Because I want to? No, I don't want to. But I know this will put me in the winner's mindset. And this is what I've been doing. And so you need to find this way of communicating, right? To get back to our 3 points here, which is what? Number 1, be sharp as a tack. Number 2, be enthusiastic as hell. Number 3, be a figure of authority. Okay? So let this first video, all right, be the marker of this second YouTube channel of mine that I hope can benefit as many people as humanly possible. Okay? That's my prayer. That's my hope for all of your success. You're in professional, personal, whatever. I wish you the best for 2023 and beyond. Right? All right. This is Dr. Pasha Agus, and I wish you well, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you like sort of where this channel is going, the contents that you see, please subscribe and click like. Thank you. Bye-bye.